We are inside what looks like the pyramids, but it's not. This is Rockwool, and I'm here with Jim Kumin, who is the builder of a net zero apartment building on West 37th Street. This is Mary Jo, and I am bringing you news about energy and what's happening in Minneapolis. Jim, thanks.
Great to be here.
There's so much to talk about in this building. And thank you for sharing your information. So this building is how many units?
12 units.
12 units.
Yes.
And it has a brick exterior, and you said you wanted it to blend into the neighborhood.
Yes, indeed. And so one of the challenges with any building that you're going to put together is how do all the exterior walls and fit together for both aesthetics on the outside and performance on the inside. So what you see behind me, and the part you don't see behind me, is actually this is a chunk of the exact wall panel we're using, which is called Zip R sheathing, and the R is for insulation. So this is actually R12 panel. It's on the outside of this building, and it actually nails through the outside layer, which is important because the outside layer has a coating on it, and that coating helps provide air and vapor barrier resistance, and that's important because you got to keep moisture and air on the right side of your wall,
which is outside.
It's just outside or inside as it may be. So one of the challenges with this particular type of material is that it actually creates a vapor barrier, and so the water that actually may come in through.
Explain vapor barrier.
That does not allow vapor to actually get through it.
Water.
Yeah, water.
Penetrate the wall.
That's right. And so you don't want to have water inside the cavity of your wall. This is the last place you want to have water. Bulk water show up because it condensates because the water vapor gets too cold. And so being that we're in a cold weather state like Minnesota, we want to keep the cold out, we want to keep the warm in. And it
turns to mold.
Yes, if it hangs on to something that's too good for it, like wood or something else that it likes, and it doesn't have a way to evaporate, right, and come back out. And so this sandwich is very important. We have this on the outside of the wall, and then this rock wool material here, in mineral wool, is on the inside, and it allows that vapor to come through. So you want to keep
like a breathing.
It's breathing, yeah, and that's what this is called membrane. This is a particular type of barrier, and it's a smart vapor retarder. What does that mean? When we breathe here on the inside in the wintertime, right, we let out lots of moisture, right, from our breath and everything else. Warm air. And so when that warm air continues to sort of circulate on the inside, some of it may escape through the wall. This film actually helps keep that moisture in, right? So it doesn't get caught inside the wall, but it also maintains an air barrier, right? So you don't let the air that's cold, right, inside from the outside of the building.
So it protects the insulation from becoming too warm or moist and creating mold.
Creating a situation that would be great for mold. And so we actually have a belt and suspenders approach to this work. So we have an air vapor retarder on the outside and on the inside of the building. They both function slightly differently, but they make this wall R33, and that's...
Now, we are, what are we, like 35 degrees right now?
Yeah, outside? It's just barely with the sun shining.
Okay, we don't even have the heat on.
Yeah.
And it's comfortable. What is it? It's probably
about 55, 60 degrees in here, right?
No, I would be shivering.
Well, maybe so. I mean, and actually with this, we're in the room here with the sunlight, and that's why it works, right, in part.
Well, let's
go right over here.
Talk to us about the windows.
So most buildings in Minneapolis, right, South Minneapolis, older structures, right, they have old leaky windows. And so one of the reasons why, one of the things that you can take advantage of in new construction is to have great windows. And what was a great window? Well, a great window is one that seals well. So these are most of the windows in our building are casement windows, and this is a triple pane window. It also has a certain type of set film and gases inside of it that help do different things. So on the south side of the building, we're trying to keep as much sunlight coming in so we warm up, right? And over here on those sides of the building, we're trying to balance that sun so we're not getting too much heat in the summertime while still bringing in sun for the wintertime. So windows really matter, and being able to have the right kind of window on the right side of your building, and also a window that is well insulated, right? That triple pane window allows you to have some of our windows are as much as R7 to R9, and that's probably better than some old single family house walls in Minneapolis.
Oh, absolutely.
Just the window itself.
So this is the miracle of high-tech windows.
Yes, yes.
So when you talk to people about new windows, they go, oh, okay.
Right.
They don't understand that these are really high-tech.
Yeah.
Depending on, or they're built to be located in certain parts of a building to control heat or move it around.
Yeah, and there's lots of decisions to make based on windows, but also you have to pair a window with a wall, right? If we had a leaky window and a super insulated wall, you paid a lot of money for insulation, it's not doing much good. If you had a really expensive window and you didn't air seal your wall, if you didn't have good vapor control, you're gonna have other problems and it's not gonna work out the way you want.
It's like, so what?